I'm Paul Jett. I'm the head of conservation and scientific research here at the Smithsonian's Freer and Sackler galleries. In this department, we do two things mainly. We take care of the collections of the two museums, and we also use scientific methods to study them and try and learn more about them. For example, in the paper lab, we prepare works of art for display in the galleries.
When you first look at these paintings with the naked eye, they actually look quite pristine and beautiful. But once you start looking at it under magnification, that's when you can really see, number one, how thickly painted the areas are, but then also all of these areas where there is cracking and the paint has fallen away. I introduced adhesive in and around the areas of loss to help then hold those lifting and loose areas of pigment to the paper. The Freer and Sackler collections include some of the finest artwork from the Indian Mughal period, some of the most wonderful Islamic manuscripts made for the Shahs, and some of the most beautifully painted and beautifully detailed paintings.
Right now we're in the Chinese Paintings Conservation Studio, and we are working on a 16th century painting by the famous artist Wen Zhengming, and it's a painting that is painted on paper using Chinese ink, and it was in the format of a hanging scroll, and now it is being remounted. Well, this painting needed conservation treatment because it had many creases. We applied water to the surface of the painting with traditional Chinese brushes. The brush application seems to be very harsh, but it's actually very gentle on the painting. And the water helps to remove any yellow discoloration or impurities that might be found in the paper. After the painting is washed and remounted, it will be more stable for exhibition.
This dagger is almost 400 years old and comes from northern India. It was made for the Emperor Jahangir. The story of this dagger actually is told in an inscription that runs down the tang here in the middle of the handle. It talks about how this was one of 4 weapons made from the meteoritic iron that was gathered when this meteorite struck the earth. On this side, it's inlaid with a small gold umbrella, which was a symbol of the Mughal Empire. We wanted to confirm the story about this being made from the iron of a meteorite, so we analyzed the metal, looking at it with a technique called X-ray fluorescence analysis. And what we discovered was significant amounts of the element nickel, and that's typical for iron that comes from a meteoritic source. It was great to see that we could use science today to prove what was previously just legend. This is one of the real joys of working here, being able to look at objects like these, learning more about them, and bringing that knowledge to the public.